One camera costs $350 more and promises legendary color science. The other strips away tradition to become a content creator's dream machine. Both launched within months of each other, both target the same shooter, but only one will earn a permanent spot in your bag. This isn't about spec sheets. This is about which camera changes how you work. You're watching Alt Buzz, your home for deep dive camera comparisons and photography innovation. If you love cameras and cinematic storytelling, make sure to subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. Pick up the Fujifilm X-T30 and you're holding a camera that remembers what photography used to feel like. 3 physical dials for shutter speed, exposure compensation, and ISO sit proud on the body. That new film simulation dial clicks with mechanical precision through 20 modes. Your fingers find controls without looking. The grip curves deep enough for 3 fingers. And despite being entry-level plastic rather than magnesium, the density surprises you. At 378 grams with battery, it feels substantial, purposeful. Now reach for the Canon R50. The first thing you notice is what's missing. No electronic viewfinder, no built-in flash. Canon removed them deliberately, and the camera feels lighter, shallower, almost like a thick smartphone. 370 grams matches the Fuji nearly gram for gram, but the weight distribution tells a different story. This body prioritizes video ergonomics. Dual record buttons, one on top, one facing forward for vlogging, a prominent red tally lamp, a vertical tripod socket on the side. The mode dial abandoned photography modes entirely, replaced with 7 video-specific settings. The philosophy clash becomes obvious within minutes. Fujifilm designed a camera for photographers who occasionally shoot video. Canon designed a video camera that can take excellent photos. Neither approach is wrong. They're just solving different problems. If you learned on manual film cameras or want tactile feedback, the Fuji speaks your language. If you're building a YouTube channel or live stream daily, the Canon eliminates friction. Load the same raw file from both cameras into your editor, and the differences start subtle but grow undeniable. The Canon R50 delivers 24.2 megapixels from its APS-C CMOS sensor with clean, accurate color that feels digitally precise. Skin tones lean neutral, foliage renders realistically. It's the look modern viewers expect, the aesthetic that works universally. Push files in post, and they respond predictably. Noise appears as fine grain above ISO 6400, manageable with light reduction. The Fujifilm X-T30 counters with 26.1 megapixels through its back-illuminated X-Trans CMOS 4 sensor. And here's where Fujifilm's 50-plus years of film manufacturing changes everything. Those 20 film simulations aren't Instagram filters. They're color science algorithms modeling actual film stocks. Classic chrome crushes highlights with muted documentary realism. Velvia saturates landscapes into hyper-real intensity. The new Reala Ace delivers naturalistic warmth that makes portraits glow. Nostalgic Neg adds grainy, pushed film character to street photography. If you're enjoying this comparison so far, don't forget to subscribe to Alt Buzz for more in-depth camera stories. But here's the critical distinction. Fujifilm's JPEGs come out of camera ready to share. Canon's files need editing to reach their potential. If you hate post-processing, if you want emotional color straight from the sensor, Fujifilm's 60-year advantage in color science is real, tangible, worth the $350 premium alone. If you love the editing process and want neutral starting points, Canon gives you exactly that. Neither is better. They're fundamentally different creative philosophies. Point both cameras at a running dog, and Canon's artificial intelligence dominance becomes undeniable. The R50's dual-pixel CMOS AF2 with subject detection locks onto the animal instantly. Eyes tracked, body tracked. Even when the dog cuts behind a tree and reemerges, focus never hunts. The system recognizes humans, animals, vehicles, and birds through deep learning trained on massive datasets. It even adds register people priority, letting you rank 10 faces for focus preference during multi-person shoots. The Fujifilm X-T30 counters with 425-point intelligent hybrid autofocus, powered by the new X processor 5, approximately twice as fast as the previous X-T32. Face and eye detection work reliably. Animal detection catches dogs and cats. The AI even recognizes birds, vehicles, insects, and drones. In good light with predictable subjects, it performs beautifully. But introduce erratic movement, dim lighting, or complex backgrounds, and you'll occasionally see it shift to the wrong target while Canon holds firm. Loving this breakdown? Hit subscribe to stay updated on the latest photography and filmmaking gear. Burst shooting reveals another gap. Canon manages 12 frames per second mechanically or 15 with electronic shutter, though the buffer clogs after just 7 raw files. Fujifilm reaches 20 frames per second with 1.0 times crop, or 30 frames per second with 1.29 times crop in pre-shot mode. For action photography, neither excels due to shallow buffers and lack of IBIS stabilization. But for content creators tracking themselves while talking to camera, Canon's sticky face tracking changes workflows. You stop worrying about focus and concentrate on performance. This is where the cameras diverge into completely different tools. The Canon R50 records 6.2K, oversampled 4K at 30 frames per second, using the full sensor width with zero crop. It's gorgeous, detailed professional 4K. Need slow motion? 4K at 60 frames delivers with a 1.56 times crop. Full HD extends to 120 frames per second. Every mode offers 10-bit 422 color sampling in either XFH EVC or XFA VC codecs, with bit rates reaching 250 megabits per second. Then there's Canon Log 3. This flat logarithmic gamma unlocks professional color grading, matching Canon's Cinema EOS ecosystem. The camera adds HLG for HDR, 14 creative filters for instant looks, false color display for exposure control, and 4-channel 24-bit LPCM audio when using external mics through the multifunction shoe. That headphone jack means you actually hear what you're recording. Recording limits stretch to 2 hours, continuous in standard modes. The Fujifilm X-T30 fires back with something unprecedented at this price. 6.2K open gate recording at 30, 25, or 24 frames per second. Full sensor readout with no crop, maximum flexibility for reframing and post-production. Standard 4K at 60 frames uses the full width. DCI 4K at 60 frames. Full HD slow motion at 240 frames per second. 10-bit 422 internal recording via H.265 at 200 megabits per second. F-log gamma for grading. Even HDMI raw output at 6.2, K30 frames 12-bit or 5.2, K60 frames 12-bit for external recorders. Quick reminder, subscribing helps us bring you unbiased, high-quality comparisons every week. But here's the honest assessment after shooting both extensively. Canon's R50 eliminates barriers. Front-facing screen flips out for vlogging. Dual record buttons mean you never fumble for controls. The tally lamp tells you when you're rolling. Menus prioritize video settings. It's designed for solo creators producing daily content. Fujifilm's X-T30 delivers superior image quality and flexibility, but demands more technical knowledge. That 6.2K open gate is transformative for narrative filmmaking. But if you're uploading to YouTube from your phone, Canon's workflow wins. Neither overheats dramatically in testing, though both slow down around 45 to 50 minutes in 4K modes at room temperature. Neither camera includes in-body image stabilization, a significant limitation at this price point when competitors offer IBIS as standard. Both rely on lens-based stabilization or digital correction. Canon's enhanced digital IS crops footage slightly but works adequately for static shots. Walk while recording, and you'll see the characteristic digital stabilization wobble. Fujifilm's digital stabilization performs similarly, functional but not exceptional. This forces a choice. Invest in stabilized lenses, accept the crop from digital stabilization, or buy a gimbal. For photos, the lack of IBIS means you're limited to shutter speeds following the old reciprocal rule. A 24mm lens needs 1/30th second or faster. Canon's affordable RFS lenses include stabilization, Fujifilm's X-C budget lenses also provide optical IS, but neither system delivers the 5 to 7 stops of correction that IBIS provides. Menu systems reflect their different philosophies entirely. Canon's video-first interface buries photography settings deep in submenus. Find your preferred video codec, set it once, and you're done. Everything optimizes for rapid content creation. Fujifilm's menus feel traditional, organized for photographers who understand exposure triangles and want granular control. The X-T30's physical dials mean you spend less time in menus anyway. Canon's RFS mount launched in 2023 with just 3 native lenses: the 18 to 45mm kit lens, a 55 to 210 telephoto, and an all-in-one 18 to 150. The new RFS 14 to 30 power zoom bundled with the R50V adds useful wide coverage at 22 to 48mm equivalent. But that's still only 4 dedicated APS-C lenses. For variety, you adapt full-frame RF glass, which works perfectly but negates the size advantage of shooting APS-C. Fujifilm's X-mount ecosystem matured over 13 years. More than 50 native lenses span ultra-wide to super telephoto. Fast primes like the 23mm f1.4, 35mm f1.4, and 56mm f1.2 deliver exceptional optical quality. Third-party options from Sigma, Tamron, Viltrox, and TT Artisan expand choices further. The used market thrives with affordable glass. Here's the calculation. If you're buying 1 body and 2 zoom lenses, Canon's ecosystem costs less upfront. If you're collecting primes, exploring creative focal lengths, or building a system for the next decade, Fujifilm's mature library provides options Canon won't match for years. The Canon R55 starts at $649 for the body or $849 with the power zoom kit lens. The Fujifilm X-T30 costs $999 body only or $1,149 with the new XC13-33 compact zoom. That's a $350 gap before you buy memory cards, extra batteries, or a camera bag. But assess value beyond launch prices. Canon's aggressive strategy undercuts competition to build market share. You're getting 10-bit 422 recording and Canon Log 3 for less than competitors charge for 8-bit 420. That's extraordinary value if video dominates your work. Fujifilm charges premium pricing but delivers 6.2K open gate, 20 film simulations, and that film simulation dial. You're paying for craftsmanship, color science, and a mature ecosystem. Neither camera includes weather sealing, IBIS, or dual card slots. Both use entry-level build materials. Canon's battery delivers 480 shots, CIP A-rated, approximately 70 minutes of 4K video. Fujifilm's smaller battery manages 315 shots, or about 45 minutes of 6.2K recording. Budget for multiple batteries with either system? After shooting both cameras across dozens of scenarios, the answer isn't which camera is better. It's which camera matches how you actually work. The Canon R55 demolishes barriers between idea and execution. Open box, insert battery, start recording. Face tracking handles focus. Canon Log 3 gives grading flexibility. Dual record buttons optimize self-shooting. If you're building a content business through YouTube, TikTok, or Instagram, if you live stream weekly, if video represents 60% or more of your output, the R50V eliminates friction that slows creation. The Fujifilm X-T30 rewards photographers willing to engage with the craft. Those physical dials teach exposure relationships. Film simulations develop your eye for color and mood. 6.2K open gate provides cinema-quality footage for narrative projects. The electronic viewfinder means you compose deliberately, considering light and subject like photographers did for a century before live view existed. This camera makes you better through tactile feedback and intentional design. So here's the framework that matters. Do you want to make content or make photographs? If you hesitated if you value both equally, buy the Fujifilm. Its traditional design serves both disciplines well. If you answered content without thinking, buy the Canon. It's purpose-built for what you actually do. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to Alt Buzz. You can also send a super thanks or join our channel membership to support independent camera storytelling. And yes, our AltBuzz website is live with exclusive behind-the-scenes articles and detailed rumor breakdowns. Links in the description. So which one would you pick? Fujifilm's emotional craftsmanship or Canon's modern creator power? Let's talk in the comments.